Good morning, my name is Magnitude, and welcome to another Pokemon news video. You know I love doing this kind of stuff, and I know you've seen a trillion videos about this topic before, but I'm going to give you, hopefully, maybe some perspectives you haven't seen before, maybe some in-depth analysis you haven't seen before. Well, I'm just going to give you some interpretations you haven't seen before. Maybe you have. I don't know how deep you go on the internet, but this is kind of stuff I've seen. I was actually away while the information came out. Don't give a shit about that, but I was away, and then on the car ride home, I was kind of looking stuff up, and here we go. But, okay, let's get into it. First and foremost, we have essentially gotten Pokemon Z. There is a whole logo for the Z. You know, you have the blue X, the red Y, and I'm going to get the green Z. That's never really been a question. A lot of people were disappointed when Pokemon Go came out, that like, where's the main series game? But I'm thinking, we got Pokken, we got Go. It's a 20th anniversary. We're probably going to get a main series game. Just kind of hold out. Now, it hasn't been officially announced, but we've seen enough as to where, you know, we got Zygarde stuff, we got a logo. Pokemon Z will be coming out. Zygarde will be the main, you know, Pokemon behind it, and that was never really a question even when we fucking saw Zygarde in the first place. But, we are going to be seeing Pokemon, we're not going to be seeing Zygarde, we're not going to be seeing Pokemon Z, and that's just what's going to be happening. We have not seen an official release yet. But let's get into the cool stuff that you know. There was like a Pokemon XYZ anime news that came out, but honestly, I'm not interested in the anime that much, so I don't really want to talk about it. I'm sure there are plenty of videos out there that talk about the anime. If you want to know more about the anime, go to those. I'm just not into it at this point. I wouldn't enjoy talking about it just to fucking put it in the title for the plot points and the viewpoints and whatever, all that. I want to talk about stuff that I want to talk about. So, let's get into the Ash-Greninja. Now, I saw on Twitter a lot of people like, it's a DNA Digivolution. A while back, I made a parody video, an obvious satire video, comparing a combo Pokemon video franchise that's coming out, because it was clearly satire. And I even had a fucking, in a thumbnail, was an Emboar with Scyther's size photoshopped onto it. I'm talking about Control Spires. And people, to this day, are in the comments calling me retarded. It's like, how do you not see it? Fucking joke. I'm writing on a goddamn whiteboard. How do you not understand what that is? How do you just... The internet is retarded, and it's full of retards. And that's just what it is. People are still commenting to this day about how dumb I am. It's just, I don't understand how it's not obviously a joke. How do you not look through videos where I'm in a tube top and go, you know, this guy might not be serious all the time. Anyway, we've seen Cosplay Pikachu, right? So first thought is, well, Cosplay Pikachu. It's just going to be a new form. And that is, it's just not going to have, it might get a special move, but Greninja already gets 1,000 moves, so what more could it have? And then it actually came out, it was released that, that Greninja and Ash's bond is so close. When it gets that close, Greninja has the appearance of Ash. And it's saying this happened once before, many years ago. Now, we know about AZ's Floette. Gets stat boost, it gets a new special move. So, is Greninja going to be considered like A-Greninja, like AZ's Floette? Perhaps. We may be seeing another one of those, you know, we might be getting AZ Floette and Ash-Greninja. There might be a showdown like that in the anime somewhere. Perhaps. We might be seeing that. What odds are what this is, based on that description, is it is exactly that. It is going to be some kind of a new form, a new Greninja form that we don't really know how to get. Obviously, if you have a power save like me, dirty cheater, then you'll be able to, you know, get one of those. But so we're probably going to be seeing a Greninja form that is going to be exactly like AZ Floette. So some kind of Greninja. It's going to look different. It's going to have a special move, and it's going to have different stats. So Greninja's going to somehow get better. Now, the big question is, Greninja's been around in our memories for 2 years, maybe? 2.5 years? And it's getting a special bond with Ash. How the fuck do you think Pikachu feels after being with Ash for 20 goddamn years? 20 fucking years Pikachu's been with that whiny sack of shit, going on adventure after adventure that have no relevance to him getting badges. And this motherfucking frog is gonna get the I'm really close to Ash to change form. That's literally the Digivolution from Savers. Fucking Digimon. I like Digimon Savers, I'm not gonna lie. Digimon Savers, yeah, I gotta love you enough. Actually, that's kind of what all Digivolution was like. You gotta love each other enough. So back to my parody Digimon video. Intersections. let's get to the main story, Zygarde. There are forms of Zygarde, but let's backtrack a little bit. We have, in Norse mythology, I made a video a while back where I compared Xerneas to a combination of Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life, and the stag surrounding it. It's, Xerneas brings life. It has all these gems and whatnot, jewels in its horns, just like the branches of Yggdrasil. On top of that, we have Yveltal, which is billed as the Pokemon that absorbs life, which is kind of like the blind bird atop Yggdrasil that kind of controls death. Now, in that video, I speculated that Yveltal controlled death in the same way Hades originally in that mythology controlled death. Hades was never evil. You see, Hades was just like the god chosen to control and watch over hell. That was just his arbitrary job. And as a result, over time, and as that got, bastardized and as the correlations between hell and bad people came, Hades was billed as a bad god, but that's not the case at all. It was never the case to begin with. That's the same thing with Yveltal. Yveltal might, be, Yveltal, I said before Xerneas absorbs life. Xerneas shares life. Yveltal absorbs life. I want to correct myself. So, Yveltal takes the life, Xerneas gives the life. So, Yveltal is not evil in that fact, it's just yin and yang. You gotta have two. In order to have something that creates life, something must take it and destroy it to keep the balance. Now let's go to Zygarde. A lot of people figured that the last third Pokemon would be Jormungandr, the thing that's underneath the branches of Yggdrasil. It's a snake. And obviously we get Zygarde, which is a snake. Like, oh crap, Jormungandr, awesome. So, let's kind of move into a little bit of that. In this mythology, Loki had 3 kids from, how do you pronounce that? Angerboda, I think is the pronunciation of that. Angerboda. I'm not quite sure about the pronunciation of this. Fenrir, Jormungandr, and Heil. I want to call it Hell. So for the remainder of this video, when I say Hell, I'm referring to Loki's and Angerboda's 3rd child. So, we look at the forms of Zygarde. The cell form, which has no real will. I think they actually got, they were talking about that today. So the cell form has no mind of its own or anything. The cell form is just no thought process. They're just scattered about. So like, are that even Pokemon? I don't know. We've learned that 7th gen Pokemon was just a Zygarde core form. And the Zygarde core is, it's a little part of the Pokemon's brain. Unlike the cells, the cores are self-aware and communicate with other cells via telepathy. When the change occurs in the cell's local region's ecosystem, cores have been known to take action, so they kind of react to the weather and all that. We have a 10% form. That stuff would actually actually matters. It makes a difference in this whole why is he bringing up Loki and shit. Not Marvel Loki, like Norse Loki. 10% form is a dog, related to the wolf. Could be something to do with Fenrir, which is one of Loki's and Angerboda's children. The 10% form, the dog. Now, the 10% form is when gathered from 10% of the cells are nearby. It's capable of traveling 60 miles an hour, and it's got a lot of speed. But Fenrir, right? Werewolf. It looks more like a Doberman, kind of like a dog of hell. So it kind of makes sense in this whole thing. But in order for this to work, we have to compare it more to a wolf than a dog. But it's like Fenrir. I'm sure there are interpretations out there of Fenrir that are dogs. We have the 50% form, which we know as a serpent, which is Jormungandr, which is like the world serpent, the snake that's so big it circles the planet. And then we have the Zygarde complete form, which is the 3rd child, Hell. Now, in appearance, you see, Hell is, in appearance at least, Hell is a combination of half alive and half dead. Upper half and face and body is a living woman, while the thighs and calves are dead and rotting. Now, while Zygarde 100%, its complete form, doesn't have the outside appearance of Hell, because Hell is a woman in this anyway, it is a symbolic of Hell. Half Xerneas, half Yveltal with its colors, in order to represent life and death, as does Hell. So, I have deduced that Zygarde is an interpretation of adding to this Norse mythology. Its 3 forms represent all of Loki's children with Angerboda, and we have Yveltal being atop Yggdrasil, and we have Xerneas being a combination of Yggdrasil and the stag surrounding it. We have this complete Norse mythology being laid out for us. And I feel like if that's the case, it's only going to get better. I feel like we're eventually going to get X2, Y2, maybe Z2, and then they're going to just dig further into this. I, for one, welcome the giant Zygarde Gundam with a Pope hat. I think it's going to be awesome. I like the idea behind it. Maybe Zygarde to be used in this format or whatever, but I just have a lot of thoughts about this stuff I wanted to break down with you guys. These are my thoughts alone. I'm sure other people have these thoughts as well. And rate, comment, sub. I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.